Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Action's Detrimental, hosted by the very, very, very real Hamlin. Yep, totally, totally. This is my co-host, Nivik,
Hello,
and today
everybody.
we're going to go over the Phoenix race and discuss our thoughts on what occurred today. Nivik, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm gonna swing us right off the bat by saying who I think is gonna make the championship and everything.
Mhm.
So, based on everything that has happened of recent, we all know who's on the top and who's the best driver out of everybody in the field. That's, of course, Zane. But the amount of
Sure.
consistent, talent you need to win every single race and win every single race week out and week in and week out, it's just crazy. And even if he misses a race, he's still in the points lead in every single league I'm in. This man is the most consistent man I've ever met in road racing. And with that being said, I believe Zane will be your champion. I know this is very early in the year, in the season, but that's just my pick for now.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with you. The only race he wasn't able to win was Atlanta because he didn't show up. But other than that, he has won literally anything and everything. And he's
Yes,
gotten stage points along
like
the
he's
way.
won at a super speedway in Daytona, due to the penalty given to me. He's won Sonoma, a road course in the middle of California. He's won the short track. He's won an intermediate. He has won everything. Almost everything. We still haven't got to a short track yet. I don't know. Intermediate at Las Vegas and Phoenix. He has won
Yeah, for sure.
almost everything.
Who else do you think will be in the championship for?
Oh, obviously, I believe the four car me. I'm not trying to be biased here, but overall consistency on my
Oh yeah,
part is overall, I'm looking for overall consistency throughout the field, and the four most consistent drivers I have seen this season are Zane, me, you, and the fourth one could be questionable.
yeah. I think that Angry has been really good
Oh
recently.
yeah,
His
Angry for
results
sure.
definitely, yeah, his results definitely show the effort he's
Yeah, he
putting
was
in.
points leader
It,
before Zane started popping off, so you could also give him some credit.
he was a sixth at Daytona, great result there. He gets a second at Atlanta, fourth at Las Vegas, DNFs at Sonoma because he left early, and he gets fourth in Phoenix. I mean, pretty great consistency, and he's third in the points. So I think he could be an early challenger to Zane, possibly. We'll have to see throughout the season how
Yeah,
that
we'll have to see
goes.
throughout the season. But another thing I want to touch on are the finishes to these races. It has been me
Mhm.
and Zane almost week in and week out that have battled our hearts out for the win. Daytona, you can remember, I went below the line and got penalized. But if I did get penalized, that would have been a crazy finish with me sideways. You have Las Vegas, or I mean Atlanta. If I didn't pit, well, I mean that wasn't really a close finish between us. Las Vegas, Zane, I would finish third. I could have had a shot, but then Zane had that one. Sonoma, me and I had him in the last corner until we got out of the corner, and then today at Phoenix, we almost had a crazy finish there. So you could say that these finishes in these races are crazy.
Yeah, the Daytona finish between me and Zane, which would have been for second if you weren't penalized for the going under the line. That was a very, very crazy, and I think it's definitely like a Hall of Fame moment.
That was definitely crazy for sure. Zane has to give credit to Eliso though for that win. By the way, at Daytona.
Yeah, he would not have slid past me if it wasn't for the push that
Yeah, that
Eliza gave him coming out of turn four.
So, stepping away from the championship, that was like over 10 races away. We're going to, is it like Richmond or Martinsville next?
Next, we are headed to Texas and then Kansas right after that.
So we have two intermediates back to back again. It's Phoenix, Texas, Kansas. Three intermediates in a row. You could say that um, Zane could win those two as well and keep up his bit. That way he would go on a 5 winning streak if he goes on those 5 races winning. But
Oh yeah, you can make a case for Zane at
I'm
every
looking for
track.
other people that could possibly be good at Texas and Kansas. So we're gonna go on to race winner picks for the next 2 races. Hamlin, who do you got for Texas?
For Texas, I have Angry. I mean, I
Interesting.
really think he has a consistency as of late, and if Zane gets caught up in like a bottleneck or a crash, I think Angry is like right there to pounce. He's his results these last few weeks have really shown me that he can be a championship contender, and I feel like he can get it done and lock himself into the playoffs here at Texas.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. My pick though is gonna be that 60th Charlotte. He was running good at Phoenix until he got wrecked out later in the race. I know that may be a controversial pick since Charlotte is the most likable of everybody in this field tonight. I mean, in this field in this series. But what I've seen out of that 60 car does not describe words. He's been consistent during the race, but just has fallen short in the after in the race ending results.
Yeah, it's definitely a good pick. Let's go to Kansas. Who do you think could win Kansas?
I personally pick you. You know that 11 car is really good in real life, so I think you have a pretty good chance at Kansas as well. I know this is a off topic really, but in another league we did a fun race with like an ASA with you and me, and you blitzed the field like absolutely like 20 seconds in front of everybody else. So I'm pretty sure you
Yeah,
could win that.
I don't even know how it happened. I just got a great start and just left Jim and Bryson in the dust.
Yeah, but going back onto SCR, yeah, I
Okay.
believe you will win Kansas and get that first
Well, I think
breakthrough
you could
win.
start. My pick for Kansas is a 70 gamer. Honestly,
Really? That's a sleeper pick. Really?
yeah, it's really a big sleeper pick.
I don't
I feel
really
like
think
I
no,
feel
he may
like
not be a sleeper pick, but I'm just saying like
well, Kansas is a rather large track, and 70 gamer has shown that he can be a pretty good driver at these tracks. For example, he was fifth at Daytona. I think he got caught up in a late crash at Atlanta, but I think he got stage points there.
so you're saying
And
Kansas could be a super speedway-esque race.
I feel like it. Yeah, I feel like it's a big enough track where it could be like that. And it's definitely like almost a full out track, or it's like really close. So I feel like it could have some super speedway tendencies that could allow some of these drivers to have a chance at it.
Yeah. Let's go back to Atlanta. I want to talk about Atlanta real quick. Your winner was
Yeah,
the 10 car of Logan. Do you think he will be let's go back to the playoffs real quick. Do you think he will advance to the next round in the playoffs?
honestly, I hate to say it, and no. I feel like that was just a fluke win. Everyone crashed, and he just passed him for the win. I really haven't seen the performance out of him recently to be able to be a round of six pick. For example, he's failed to qualify for these last couple races. He was parked at Sonoma for I forgot what exactly, but it's not great to see. And then, for example, he failed to qualify for Phoenix today. So I really don't think he has performance to make it to the round of six.
I agree with that, even though I'm not trying to shame on my own driver, but I'm just saying he does not have the performance. Can we also talk about another Haas driver? Can we talk about Lewis real quick?
Yeah, Lewis. Yeah.
Ever since myself has signed him since I believe Las Vegas, he has not made a race. So I'm just gonna leak it right now. He is on the cut line for the contract.
Wow. Being very brazen about his future
I'm not.
decisions
I
within the
don't
hospital.
really because he's not. He hasn't made a single race. He doesn't make a single race. He did qualify for Vegas, but he did not show up for the end of the race. He did not show up for the actual race. I'm just gonna say it now. I want drivers who come into the race, do the race, no matter what place they finish the race. I
Oh yeah, 100%.
I wouldn't say Logan's on the cut line either. I don't know why we're suddenly jumping to contracts, but I wouldn't say Logan's on the cut line yet. If he shows up to races late, yes, and he qualifies bad, yes, but as long as he at least he won a race. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, true. I feel like this is a Austin Dillon Richmond type thing,
Yeah, of course.
or a Harrison Burton Daytona type thing.
Yeah, of course. Also,
Like
speaking of
I feel like it's
Harrison,
a fluke.
you sorry, I
Oh,
interrupted you.
oh, you're fine. Let's touch on Sonoma real quick.
Oh yeah, Sonoma. That last lap,
I think we all
huh?
I think we all saw Zane winning that one.
Yeah, of course. But that last lap between because reportedly Zane was I couldn't tell from my perspective as a driver from second in that race. But in my perspective, Zane was slowing down coming to the checkered flag. And I took on that. I had it, but Zane got that. I passed him into uh the hair clip, but that finish was cool and interesting to say the least.
Yeah, I wanted to discuss the last restart incident between Scholler and 70 Gamer. A clip has surfaced of Scholler spinning 70 Gamer on that last restart, and 70 Gamer was in the top 5 position at that restart, and then he just fell back all the way to 7th place. So,
Dang.
what are your thoughts on that?
I say driver etiquette is the best thing you could have as a driver. Showing respect to your peers is the best thing you could show. It doesn't matter about race skill. It doesn't matter about if you have so many wins or so. Driver etiquette is the best thing you could do. And if you spin somebody out for a position on the racetrack, that does not show driver etiquette. Why the flip did I get disconnected? Uh, hello? Oh.